Welcome to ELH4X4 doing stuff. Today we're back out at the property to put a canopy on a Kubota. We also have a saw haul name brand that we're going to mount somewhere on the Kubota for a chainsaw. This one is up to a 20-inch, so that's the chainsaw that I have. I have a 24-inch, a 20, and a 12, and we'll see how that works. And we're going to use the cat to help lift the canopy onto the Kubota. So come on along. All right, so we got these mounting brackets. We got to figure out how they get placed. But we got to get the canopy centered, right? So we have to shift it over this way, obviously. All right, I think that's close enough. All right, yep. GoPro, stop recording. All right, that's stupid. GoPro's acting up on me. Anyway, I just installed this, thought I was recording. I'm not. And I was talking about there's pre-drilled holes that have like little stickers on them, you know, right here, but this is covering it. I was planning on hooking LED lights up to this, but then I was like, you know, am I really going to be using this thing at night? Yeah, maybe, but more than likely not. So I was just talking about would I mount the lights, drill holes in these mounting brackets, or, you know, hook the LED lights up somewhere else. But anyway, the likelihood of me doing night ops with the tractor are slim to none. So let's get back to removing the hardware from the canopy. All right. So I got the hardware out. Get this thing tightened down and somewhat centered. So we'll get some fasteners started, some hardware. All right. So I'll show you. Right, I'm not going to be able to put the hardware in unless we shift it, maybe. No. So we're going to have to loosen this up, lift it up some, and then put the fasteners on. So because, you know, it didn't come with instructions, and, you know, I'm trying to figure this out, I would recommend putting the brackets on first and then placing the canopy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen this up, raise the canopy up some, and then put the hardware in, and then I'll show you what we got when we're finished. All right, so all we had to do was just lift the canopy up a little bit, and I was able to get the inner hardware on. Definitely recommend bringing a wrench. So we got it installed. It's somewhat even. We'll take a look at it out front. But what we can also do to get these brackets somewhat even is loosen them up a little bit and push on the front lip of the canopy to kind of get it the skew right. So got those out of the way. And then let's take a somewhat even. I mean, it looks pretty straight to me. So, all right, let's move on to the chainsaw bracket. We'll get the excavator boom out of the way, and we'll focus on mounting the chainsaw mount. All right, so we're gonna try to mount it right here. And the reason being, this doesn't tilt or move only when you go to take it off, right? So and the only reason why I went with this brand is because it was available. All right, that's all. So 3/4 hardware. All right, so a feature I like about this is this will rotate, all right? Let's see if the 20-inch fits in there. Okay, no problem. All right, plenty enough room to get in and out without bumping into it, so I would say that that's a success. Can probably trim that off a little bit closer for a potential snag. But there's also two little holes here where you can run a bungee cord around and, you know, keep it from flopping around. But that's about it. We got the chainsaw installed. We got the overhead canopy installed. I think there are light kits for these that, you know, you can hook up. So maybe the aftermarket, which means you got to buy their stuff. I already have LED fog lights. So I don't know, maybe I can mount them. I can mount them on, where we look, I can mount them on top, you know, and have them facing down. But this model has headlights and side lights. But anyway, I got to from the last time I did the maintenance and I almost evaporated out here, I got stuff I gotta pick up and take to the dump. So thanks for watching. We'll see you at the next one.